Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United Liverpool show. Mandem United podcast meets the Analysis at Anfield podcast. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United or Liverpool related. As you can see from the title, Liverpool through to the Carabao Cup final to face Chelsea, drawing 1-1 with Fulham, winning 3-2 on aggregate. Manchester United linked to Benzema again. So more links. I've seen reports. I'm not sure how reliable the source was stating he's going to have sit-down talks with his club in Saudi Arabia, and he's been linked to Manchester United. I believe was it Arsenal? It might have been Arsenal, maybe Chelsea, maybe they are the three clubs, but I know he was linked to Manchester United again. But make sure you run up the likes, people. Hit the like button on the video. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all the socials as well. That's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. And make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Roll to 10,000 subscribers. Warrior J asking, all right, who's the Liverpool host today? Big up. Ryan will be on shortly, so Ryan will be here. None of the other Liverpool hosts could get on, but I spoke to Ryan about 10-15 minutes ago. So he'll be not even 50 is about 10 minutes ago. Big up to my guy Eli, big up H as well. But yes, please run up the likes and big up to all the audio listeners as well. Because I state literally every week, I see the numbers going up when it comes to the audio listeners as well, and get us up into double figure likes as well, people. But Eli says, big up, Flawless, my brother from another mother. Hope you're well, my G. Bless, man. Hope you are too, man. Eli, man. You know what I'm saying, my done. Centre-back partner on Pro Clubs. Make sure you go check out the last stream we did, Sarcasm City, Pro Clubs EAFC 24. We balled out, literally comfortably through Division 2, and then got to Division 1 and strolled through it. Literally strolled through it, and we were even at full strength. That's the crazy part. I was missing a player like H wasn't there in regards to playing centre-back. And also, we were just like efficient, just did the business. So yeah, playoffs. And I'm gonna run one of the playoffs I'm gonna run one of the sessions on the main channel. So on this channel on Saturday, people, because them FA Cup games are terrible. So I'm gonna have to bring you lot some form of football. But you get Q&As anyway as well. H says, thoughts on McTominay's new contract. Is McTominay getting a new deal? This is news to me. Where's the source for this, H? That McTominay is getting a new deal. Like I say, this is news to me. I had no idea. I wouldn't put anything past Manchester United, but yeah, news to me in regards to it. But back to the Manchester United part of the, it's a rumor. Yeah. I believe it when I see it. That's because I don't think anybody's gonna get a new deal with everything that's going on in regards to the ownership. Like that's what I'd say about that. I don't think anyone's getting any form of new deal. But we'll see. We'll see. But hopefully not, because McTominay needs to be moved on. Why is he getting a new contract? How long's left on his current deal that is talks of a new contract? You're going to have to elaborate that and let me know. I'm really confused about that. But yeah, in regards to United linked to Benzema again, reports came out today talking about Martial's injury, and he's going to be out for 10 weeks. So that's literally 2 months and a half. So we ain't going to see him, let's say February, March. We ain't going to see him to the middle of April. And then him to get fit is what, May? So basically, he's done for the season. Basically. And his contract's up. We shouldn't be re-signing anybody to any new deal. Anyone who has a contract running out in 2024, 2025, we should not be renewing any of their deals. Absolutely not, no. And Ben's made a lot of sense before Martial's injury. Now it makes even more sense. I still can't believe people are against it. What is the downside to the Karim Benzema deal? What is the downside? We sign him and it doesn't work. Okay, we've not signed him to a 3, 4, 5-year deal. It's 6 months. He's a quality operator. People want to talk about mentality. He has that. He can create for others. He can create for himself. He can play as a lone striker. He can play in the front too. What are we talking about? Casemiro and Varane are here already, so 2 of his dons are here. Why would we not sign him? Like, why do people always look at, if say it doesn't go right? What if it goes right? What if Benzema is anywhere near the level we know he can play to? What does that do for Manchester United as a team? What does that do for the individuals around him? We see better them. We've watched him. Like, what are we talking about here? Cameron Benzema again to Manchester United is a no-brainer, and we'd be negotiating from the position of power because he's unhappy over there, and he would have to take a wage cut, 100%. But we'll see. Manchester United won't do the deal. I've said this before. H says United are keen to try and tie down Scott McTominay to a longer-term contract. So this is the Sun via Sky. Okay, first, I'm not sure how reliable of a source they are, but first, McTominay's deal expires in the summer of 2025, though the club have the option to extend for a further year. Yeah, his deal ends summer 2025. So if you really want to renew his contract, I know, wait till summer. No one's banging down the door to get Scott McTominay. And this is me hypothetically talking if this is true. Who? We're not fighting off any wolves for Scott McTominay. It's not like he's going to be a free agent. Like, oh my God, we need to sign him up to a new deal. He's going to talk to clubs. Scott McTominay. Mohammed says, flawless. Love your video. Appreciate you. Being able to watch your live. Quick question: best way to deal with mild OCD and intrusive thoughts, and others. And is that what is that? Nobody. What you suffer with? With mild OCD. Is that a problem? Maybe I'm just inaccurate having mild OCD. Because that means you just like things in their place and proper. So that's a good thing. In regards to intrusive thoughts, you just got to get out of your own head. That's what it is. Got to get out your own head. You got to take your mind off it. Hobbies, other type of things. Like that's all I can say in regards to intrusive thoughts. We all struggle at times. We have to have things to look forward to and other things to think about and other things to focus on. Out of sight, out of mind. That's what I'd say. Warrior J says, thoughts on the upcoming Newport away game. Do you have a feeling Casemiro and Lissandro would come back into the lineup? We'll win the game. It's Newport away. We'll win the game comfortably. Pardon me. Sorry, people. Do you have a feeling Casemiro and Lissandro would come back into the lineup? I would think so, because they haven't started a game in how long? Obviously, Martinez came off the bench for 20 minutes against Spurs. We haven't seen Casemiro in however long it's been. So starting both of them and letting them get an hour, 70 minutes makes all the sense in the world. If we're going to do anything of note this season, we need these two fit. And the FA Cup is our only chance of a realistic trophy. So we have to get them fit and firing. You get Casemiro, Martinez back in the team, playing up to speed, and you add Karim Benzema in the mix as well. All of a sudden, our team looks so much better. I don't get mistaken. Like, individuals are still terrible, managers still terrible, but you just gotta do what we can. That's all we can do. We just gotta do what we can. You should have his best team: Onana, Dalot, Varane, Lissandro, Malacia, Meno, Casemiro, Mount, Diallo, Garnacho, Højlund. Good team. I won't say it's a good team, but I don't think any 11 we have is a good team. Onana in goal. Yeah, I've not watched buying the outright either. Right back we have Malacia, I like. Rest two centre backs make sense. Meno, Casemiro, yes. Mount, absolutely not. I'd play Eriksen on a 10. Diallo makes sense. Garnacho and Rashford, not really much in it. Højlund, yeah, I suppose so. But I don't really rate any of our strikers. Big up AJB as well. I hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat. No, I didn't watch the Liverpool game. No, I didn't. Because I didn't expect. One, I expected Liverpool to win, and two, I didn't expect it to be an exciting game whatsoever. From what I've heard, well, I can't even say what I've heard, what Lewis said and what people were saying in the chat on his watch along, that it was not the most entertaining game. So here we are. You seen you guys lost to Burnley today behind closed doors. I did see someone post that. Yes. Fez, like, who played in the game is more my point. Did Martinez play? Did Casemiro play? Was Malacia there? Was Bayern there getting game time? Was any players coming back from injury or any players we've not seen? I don't really pay the closed mind, the behind the closed doors games too much attention in terms of results. That's fitness. That's what that is. Getting players up to speed. So hopefully Casemiro, Martinez, a couple others did. Maybe. Fairs H. Hey, AJB, glad you're all good. Hey, big up to everyone tapped in, man. Now over 30 of you lot in the building. Only at 16 likes, though. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 25 likes. Let's get up to 25 likes. Continue to get your questions in. Please just keep them Manchester United or Liverpool related, people. Let's run up the likes, man. What are we doing? Hit the subscribe button as well. I don't know how many subscribers we're on, but I know it's not enough. Let's see. I know there's a couple people who are new here watching this. And if you're watching this back after the live as well, I know I bang on about this all the time, but I have to. 100%. You don't get any other questions in as well? Because it's solo dolo and it's just me. If you lot got other questions, feel free to get questions in regards to, I know you lot like asking like about music, films, the channel in general, all that type of stuff. Maybe you have questions about the gaming channel, wherever the case may be. Hey, big up my G De Niro in the cut as well every single time. Yes, please make sure you hit the live stream. Am I ready for playoffs? Can't wait. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Both sides. You know what I'm saying? The UK unit and the US unit as well. I'm ready. I'm ready for the playoffs. Super ready. Looking forward to it. So yeah, for those that don't know on the gaming channel, obviously, because we had so many players, I was like, let me just separate this into two teams. So we kind of have like a UK team and now we have like a US team. So here we are, people. Here we are. But well, welcome to the show. He's in the building, so get your Liverpool questions in. Ryan is here. Yes, Ryan, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, man, really good night. Really good night. Really happy, man. Big up the top of the table Reds. Big up the Carabao Cup finalist Reds. Big up the quadruple chasing Reds. It's a good night, man. It's a good night.
There we go. Thoughts on the game. I know you watched, so thoughts on the game.
Um, yeah, I thought we deserved it, man. We made it hard for. Yeah, we played really well for most of the game. It was a professional performance. I thought I missed the first 10 minutes of the game. But I think I turned it on just after Diaz scored actually because I missed the first 10 minutes because I was busy at the time. But yeah, from what I saw, we were really good at the end of the day. We were dominating the game in full control of it. We probably should have ended it as well. We had chances to kill the tie off, but we didn't take them. Um, but we looked comfortable, and but all of a sudden, then Klopp makes a couple of changes that I don't think worked. He took McAllister off and Nunes off, which I think those two needed to stay on, to be fair, because Nunes was the main threat actually in the front three, him and Diaz mainly. I thought Gakpo should have gone off, to be honest. And McAllister was our best midfielder again. He shouldn't have come off, to be fair. But and then Fulham get a goal back. But if I'm being real with you, Fulham didn't really create anything major after they scored, to be honest with you. Like, it wasn't as if we were like on the ropes or anything like that. We defended well, you know. Yeah, we saw out the game quite well in my opinion. So yeah, and we deserved to go through. We were by miles the better team tonight. And yeah, man, momentum continues, quadruple chase continues, man. It's looking good, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
really
Baby
happy.
quad on,
I'm
man.
happy.
You know what I'm saying? Because De
Yeah, it's
Niro
looking
said,
good, man. It's looking good.
question, do you think Liverpool winning the quad? It's a question you're going to
Yeah,
get a lot.
I'll be biased. Yeah, I think we will.
Bez, I'd be confident too if I was you. Fair enough. You heard it here first, man. Ryan says Liverpool on for baby quad. Let's go. Quad gang. You know what I'm saying? First, Warrior J says, I have a question for you, Ryan. This season, it looks like the Liverpool youngsters have been doing well for your club. Hey, shout out Tom Little, man. What's your opinion on the Liverpool youngsters this season, man? The Little's doing business.
Yeah, the Littles, they've been doing all right still.
Facts.
They pleasantly surprised me actually, because I used to think our academy was pretty shit. To be honest
Yeah,
with
you
you,
was always at your
I was always, because
academy's king.
apart from Trent, really, it was at the time where Curtis Jones wasn't really progressing. It was only really Trent that had come through and done his thing. Do you get what I mean? The rest we were bringing in the likes of, I remember Cometio and these man, like, yeah, man, they were just looked a bit mid, like. But now they've done really well. The ones who have come in this season, Quanta's been the main one, I'd say.
Is
He's
Kwanzaa
been
from your youth
excellent.
academy?
Yeah, he's from our youth. He's
Okay,
been there
first,
for since he was
first.
a little kid. Yeah,
Nah, first.
yeah. He's done really well. Bradley as well. Even though he got cooked for the goal today, that Fulham scored. For the most
Mm.
part, since he's come into the team, in place of Trent, he's done really well. So fair play to him. Um, Bobby Clark's had a couple of decent substitute appearances coming on. So yeah, man, it's looking good to be. Curtis Jones has made himself a proper starter, main part of the team. So yeah, man, it's that's been really good. They pleasantly surprised me. They're doing something right at the end of the day now. Where we're bringing through these players who are playing well at the end of the day, looking like a good part of the team. So yeah, man, slotting in really well, and yeah, they've really surprised me this season. To be honest with you, really surprised me. And fair play to Klopp as well, man, for giving them a chance as well and having faith in them. And you know, at the end of the day, he's getting the best out of them. So fair play to Klopp as well for that.
Shouts to Klopp, man. Shouts to Klopp. As Dizzle says, I remember the last quad that they were supposed to win. LOL. Now, remember, this is the baby quad, so it's different. You feel me? This is different. Yeah, Warrior
The
J, man, the
little,
littles, man. Shout out, Tom. Say that again. What'd you just say?
the littles. It's funny.
Yeah, man, the littles, man. Shout out Tom Little. You know what I'm saying? Tom Little's bros and cousins out there doing bits. Even I can't, what's it called? Even I can't like hate and be like, yo, they doing bits. Chat Sport says Klopp has been on point this season. I've seen Liverpool fans like yourself praising him a lot in regards to his lineups, tactics, in-game management. Has he, even though you obviously rate him highly, has he surprised you this season? Like you're operating at an even higher level
I
than
think
I
he
expected.
surprised me in terms of the main thing is I didn't expect us to be doing this well in terms of in all four competitions, top of the league, etc. Especially having had the season we had last season, and a full midfield rebuild, and also not getting in you would say a top class DM. Do you get what I mean? People didn't see Endo as that at the end of the day. Um, so yeah, I don't think anyone really expected us to be where we are. So Klopp deserves massive, massive credit for that at the end of the day. For where we are right now, top of the league, going strong in all four competitions we're in. And yeah, his lineups. I'd say his in-game management is the thing that's really surprised me. To be fair, especially after last season where I always knew he was capable of really good in-game management because I thought he did it quite well in the season we almost won the quad a couple of years ago. But last season it was so ass. Like I remember the Milner for Trent substitutions and all that. It was so bad. But this season it's been great to be honest with you. His in-game management, yeah. Also when there are times when he's changed formation in games to change the game, so his tactically he's been on point as well. Um, yeah, and just the way he's managed a lot of the injuries as well, because we have had a lot of injuries this season as well. So, we've had our two main left backs injured, and our right backs now injured. We've had centre back injuries, midfield injuries. Salah's gone to AFCON and he's now injured. So we've had a lot of injuries and players out as well, and he's still dealt with it, man. So, he's getting the best out of all the players as well, pretty much. So you got to give him his flowers, man. He's been really really good this season, man.
First. Hey, big up my guy Connor in the chat as well. CMO Sports says big up Flawless and all in the chat. Big up to you, man. As Stizzle says, big up the panel in chat. Let's get them likes up, baby. It's free. Facts. Andy says Flawless and Liverpool back to being feared. I won't go as far as to say feared, but back to not that he weren't respected, but to being they're a genuine threat. Like I can't if somebody says Liverpool are gonna win the league, even though I don't think they will, I can hear the argument. I can hear the debate. Because I said from the start of the season, that they sorry, that Ram comment took me out. A big up to Ram in the cup. I did say they'll be the closest to Manchester City. That if they were favourites for Europa League and then the domestic cups is about the draw. So if someone said the fact that Ryan can sit here and say, "Oh yeah, like we're gonna win the quad," I hear the argument. I don't even think he's. I don't even though I think he's wrong on one of them. There's a legit debate. Like if this was an Arsenal fan
It's
talking
when
about winning the league, I'm not hearing it. But
it's
Liverpool,
when
I
you
can
look
hear
at
it.
the fact it's when you isolate each competition, like Carabao Cup. I know it will be a tough game in it because
Yeah.
Liverpool Chelsea is always a close game, but I expect us to win because we're the better team.
Mhm.
Um, Comfortably the better team. FA Cup, at the end of the day, we're either first or second favourites. And if City go out on Friday, which they definitely could,
Yeah, good.
and we win on Sunday, which we definitely should, then all of a sudden we're favourites for that. We're favourites for the Europa League, and the Premier League. We're top two favourites, and we're top of the league at the moment. And we're top of the league for a reason. Like at the end of the day, with having a full midfield rebuild and everything, and with the team we have, should we really be top of the league? No, but do we deserve to be there? 100%, we deserve to be top of the league at the moment. At the end of the day, we've been the best team in the league so far this season for a reason. The results show that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, man, I do think we can win all four trophies. But look, as long as we win the league, I'm a happy guy as well, innit? Like,
Yeah, that's the one you're looking for. Nah, it
mm,
makes sense. It does. Big up to Ram. He says, I can't come on, but big
big
up
up, Ram.
Flawless. And he just put full stop Ryan. So I don't know if he's bigging you up
Maybe
or
he
he's
meant a
not. Big up,
comma.
Ram. Nah, Ram's very he's very particular. He is. To me, 309, he says, is this Ryan Hassan wants to punch? Yes, this is the one. You know what I'm saying? Give it about 5 to 10 minutes and be 3099, you'll understand why Hassan feels that way again. Because Ryan a troll, man. That's why. He a troll. And to Espadisudu, who says, nah, City are clear. I don't think City are clear of them. Do I think City are better than Liverpool? Yes. But like I said, I can hear the argument. I don't think City are going to be 10, 15 points clear of Liverpool. I think
think
it'll
it's
be
going
like
down
4,
to the
5, 6
wire,
points. I
personally.
could see that. I think it'll be done. I think like game week like 36. You know what I'm saying? I think 35, 36.
I wouldn't even say that's going down to the wire though, because that's kind of like
when it's going down to the wire, I think the last match day, that's going down to the wire.
when I
To
think
me.
about the wire, I think the last 1 or 2 match days. That's what I think.
Okay, first.
Yeah.
No, that's
And
fair.
at the end of the day, it's happened before twice, so like it's
True that.
gonna happen. If
True
any
that.
team does run away with it, though, I do think it will be City. Like, but I don't think any team runs away with it.
No, I'll forget. I don't think they run
I
away
think
with
a
it.
big thing is as well that why I'm actually feeling optimistic about it is the fact that when we think about it's going to the wire, the head-to-head between both sides proves to be very important, and the fact that the head-to-head that we have in the rest of the season is at Anfield, I think, is a big one, because in the last 2 title races we've lost to them, the game in the second half of the season has been at the Etihad. Now it's at Anfield, this one, which should suit us actually. So yeah, I think that's a big one, to be honest.
No, first. And to Warrior J says, off topic, is they're back again tomorrow. Yes. 5 p.m. UK time. Back again podcast is live. 5 p.m. UK time. Warrior J says, how would you rate Liverpool's new midfield so far?
I mean, it's clearly doing the business considering it's the only kind of difference in the team compared to last season, and we're top of the league at the end of the day. Um, I think when you look at the 4 midfield signings we made, I think Endo's been a really good signing, especially considering the expectation of him. Do you get what I mean? Like in the last couple of months, he's been really, really good for us since McAllister got injured. He's been really good. McAllister started off a bit mid. I'd say I was criticizing him a lot. He was a bit mid for the first couple of months, but he's really stepped up. I'd say since the November international break. Obviously, he's had a spell injured in that time, but he's been really good since then. Szoboszlai had a very good first couple of months, but he's been pretty shit for the last couple of months, to be honest with you. Gravenberch is a weird one because Gravenberch, I think, started off well as well, but I say since the City away game, he's been quite mid as well. I thought he was okay today, but still, and I think he'll be good for us because I do really rate his talent, but I still think he's still quite raw at the moment. He still needs to settle in and get used to the league a bit more. I still think there's times where Gravenberch doesn't realise the amount of time you get in this country on the ball. In this league, I don't think he realizes the amount of time you get. He needs to just be a bit quicker with his in his brain when he's on
Moving
the
the ball.
ball. Yeah, but I think he'll be all right, to be honest. But I think it's done. It's clearly done. What Curtis Jones has stepped up another level. I think he's been our best midfielder this season. I think he's been really, really good. So yeah, it's looking good, man. Like I say, still the main difference from last season, though, and I stand by this is our world class players are all performing where compared to last season where they didn't. It was only Allison last season who performed last season in it across the whole season. Trent had a poor season for majority of last season. Van Dijk had a poor season for majority of last season. Salah had a poor season last season for at least half the season. But all those guys are being on form this season, including Allison. So I think that's the main reason, in my opinion, why we're top of the league. So yeah. Is he frozen or is that just me? Your comments tell me if he's frozen or is it just me? I don't know. Yeah, he has. He has. He'll be back anyway. S. Madison says, I believe Arsenal will finish second, Liverpool third, Spurs fourth. I mean, Arsenal, you still can't rule them out fully, but I still think there's kind of too many question marks and too many kind of deficiencies with them. I still think they're a few players away in a way because I think they need a new keeper because I don't think any of the keepers are good enough. I think and they need a midfielder and a striker. So I think Arsenal are still a bit off, and also Arsenal's mentality as well. Like they're bottle jobs in it. They bottled it last season. They bottled it the season before. I don't think they've got what it takes to compete with City and Liverpool in terms of mentality along with quality as well. So personally, you can't rule them out fully, but I don't think they'll compete for the title in it. Spurs are a weird. Spurs. I've been really impressed by Spurs as well. I actually think they'll get fourth as well. To be honest with you, yeah, I think Spurs will get fourth. To be fair. Any other questions? Oh, Flawless is back.
Bye bye.
Yeah, cool. No worries.
It's cool. Yeah, I know one thing you can do is talk, so I know you'll be fine. I was saying, I know you have no issues running. Yeah, I'm saying running your gums. I know that much. Large up, everyone tapped in. Giono says yes, flawless. Javi says big up as well. As Madison says, flawless Liverpool part the bus against City.
Did we? I personally don't think we did.
Whether you did or you didn't, I don't understand.
We got a
point,
result
Madison.
that we deserved, in my opinion, that day.
Yeah, like I'm lost here, Madison, as in regards to
we didn't park the bus that day. We actually didn't park the bus, but
I don't think you did.
And we fully deserved a draw. But you have to remember we were the away team that day, so like, yeah. And in my opinion, we fully deserved a draw that day. I think you deserved a draw. I don't get people who say that City completely outplayed us and we got so lucky that day. Like I thought we played all right, to be honest with you.
Well, we did, and even if you did park the bus, which I don't think you did, but let's say you did it, so you got a result.
Yeah.
Like that's the way to play against City is to be defensively minded
and look to hit them in transition.
Yeah, and hit them, and it's the way to play. You don't try and go toe to toe. It's foolishness.
Especially
try and go and play City, especially at their place. But yeah, it's what it is. We move. Hey, Dead in the Water, big up, man. Appreciate you hitting the like button and that. I don't know what happened there, people. Continue to run up the likes. Continue to get your questions in. Please just keep it Manchester United or Liverpool related. And of course, if you super chat, we'll get straight to your question as well. Who you lot got in the FA Cup again?
Norwich at home on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, you lot going pack them. Hey, big up to Justice. Oh yeah, big up. And speaking of Justice and other members, I will be doing a members Q&A on the Twitch Saturday. So I'm going to reach out to all the members of the channel as well. Link is in the pinned comment. The gap between 4th and 10th is 11 points. All it takes is a bad run from those above you to make a major move up the table. Oh yeah, I've said this. When people talk about the league and when people try to get onto me about the quality of saying just because a league is entertaining and competitive doesn't mean it's a quality league. Yeah,
it's not good.
Everybody's average. Two average teams can play against each other, and it can be an entertaining game. Same way you can take two average boxers, and guess what? They can have an entertaining fight. Doesn't mean it's world-class caliber. Like, what we doing here? Like, it's not. I've said this. I think you take the top three out, and the rest of it isn't really the best. Yeah, you have better. Like, you could say, yeah, Villa are good. You could say a Spurs. But, like, other than that, maybe a Brighton. But other than that, there isn't really...
I got a question for you. I was thinking about this, right? This ain't really United or Liverpool related, but like, who do you if both Arsenal and Spurs have their full 11s out or their players fit, who's got the better team? Because I actually had a look at Spurs' team and I thought, right, I might be taking more Spurs players than Arsenal players, legit. Like, when they have all their players fit, I mean. Because if you think about it, Spurs have the miles better goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Miles better keeper. They got a better Pedro Porro, I think, sick. I think he's quality, man.
He's been good this season.
That centre back. I mean, both sets of centre backs that both teams have got are really good. I think, to be fair.
I think it's Van de Ven and Saliba. I think they're the best team.
Yeah, I'd say so. And Udogie walks into Arsenal's team, in my opinion. He's sick. Their midfield as well. You got Maddison. But okay, fine. Rice over Basuma.
It's probably I think it's Basuma, Rice, Maddison. I think that's the midfield trio. You'd probably say.
Yeah, and then up front you got Son gets in. And then pick your choice between whoever's the rest in it.
I think it's
because even Kulusevski's you could argue he's been better than Saka this season.
He's been better than Saka this season, but is he a better player?
Is he a better player than Saka? Yeah,
I know, and I like Kulusevski, but I'd probably go Saka, and then on the left, Martinelli. I don't.
And then Son down middle.
Yeah, and then Son as a centre forward. So yeah, there
That's a
isn't
lot of
much in it.
Spurs players. Like,
Well, there isn't. That's a hell of a lot. Vicario, Porro, Van der Ven, Adogi,
Doji.
Basuma, Madison,
That's
Son.
7.
Jeez, so 7 from
That's what I'm
11.
saying. Like the fact that Spurs are still close to Arsenal and they've had a
Got a
bunch of
point.
injuries and players out as well. That's why I'm saying
Got,
like.
you've got a valid point, actually. I never thought about it that way, to be honest.
And to me, I'll
Never
be
thought
honest
about it.
with you, yeah. I personally think Spurs have played the most attractive football in the league this season so far. I'll be honest. I think they've
Oh,
played
they're
the
a
best
great watch.
football.
They're definitely entertaining to watch. I've said this about Spurs. They're
Because there's
super
been times when
entertaining
we
to
haven't
watch.
played great. I don't think we've played like unbelievable football like on the eye. We've just been efficient. But
Yeah, I
like
think
we
that's the word I would apply to you lot. Very, very efficient.
yeah. But when I watch
Annoyingly
Spurs, I'm
efficient.
like, whoa, they're actually sourcing balling out pretty much every time I watch them. Even when they lose, they're balling out, sourcing out. Like it's impressive to be honest.
No, I hear you. Sorry, just got something on the screen. No, I hear exactly what you're saying. Justice is saying this year, in my opinion, there are only two real teams in the Premier League, City and Liverpool. The rest of us are pretenders this year. And you ain't gonna hear no arguments from me. Hey, big up Bajan Pops in the cut as well. You're gonna hear no arguments from me. Hey, over 50 of you lot locked in. We're only at 32 likes, man. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 40. Yeah, let's get up to 45 likes, people. What are we doing, man? And hit the subscribe button as well, because we ain't had no new subscribers. You lot can't be slacking on the subscriber thing, man. What's going on here? Let's run up the subscribers, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's run up the subscribers. We're at 9,000, I believe 444. Let me double check this. 46, sorry, I was wrong. So 4 more subscribers. Get us to 9,450. There's over 50 people in here. I'm asking for 4 subscribers. What are we doing out here? What are we doing? De Niro, you're a joke, man. Talking about, yeah, Spurs respect. I hear you. And to Eli, who says, I don't think Rice gets in over Party still, but it's still one Arsenal player, depending on whoever you pick anyway. So, but I hear you though, Eli.
Personally,
I
with
hear you.
Rice is a weird one because like as Rice as a 6, I really rate highly. You know, I rate Rice highly as a 6,
Yeah.
but as an 8, I don't know, man. Rice as an 8, I think it can work in certain games where you may be playing a City away
Mm-hmm.
and you have to go a bit defensive, so you have a more defensive player there for an extra bit of solidity in midfield. But against most teams in the league, I wouldn't want to see Rice as an 8, to be honest with you, because we all know the guy can't pass. The guy can't
Are you
make a
saying
forward pass in it.
you saying he doesn't
Like,
do enough? Is he not top of the list for forward passes?
oh,
He's
bro,
top of the
don't
list
listen
of
to those
progressive
stats, man. We've
passes.
all seen Declan Rice play football. He can't play. He can't pass
I
forward,
can't say
bro.
he
Let's
can't
be.
pass. I think
No, no,
that
I'm
that's
saying he
so
can't
hard.
make. He can't make. He doesn't make forward passes, bro. I've seen it, bro. It's all
This
sideways,
guy,
sideways. No, bro, I rate Rice in it. I take Rice at my club, bro. You know I've been picking up Rice for time.
you are a fan of Rice. That
But
is
in
true. You
terms
are a
of
fan of
when I
Declan
watch him, I'm like,
Rice.
in terms of his passing off the ball, he's unbelievable. Rice, by the way, off the ball, like in terms of defensively, he's class in it. He protects the back four really well. But on the ball, like he's good on the ball, but he just doesn't make enough forward passes for me. Like when I watch him, I'll be honest.
All right, first. Flawless and Ryan, what kind of team do you want to see in the FA Cup game? Basically, I'm saying you're 11. For me, Martinez and Casemiro, and then a bunch of fringe players and youngsters that we've not seen. So throw Mano out there, Bayern Day, Big Will, the centre back, players like that. Palestri, if he's still here. I'm just trying to see everyone who's not played. So, like I said, fringe players and youngsters alongside Martinez and Casemiro because they're coming back from injury. That's what I would say. What are you saying about your 11?
Yeah, I'd like to see a lot of changes because, especially with the week we've got coming after where we got Chelsea and Arsenal in the space of a few days in the league, two massive games. You know, against Norwich at home, really, you shouldn't really need your first team out for that. And that's no disrespect to Norwich, it's just kind of facts in it. Like, somewhere along the lines of Kelleher, keep Bradley, sorry, keep Bradley. Even if because Trent will be fully fit to start, he'll be back in the squad, but I think he'll be on the bench. I'd probably start Gomez and Kwanzaa as the centre backs and give Van Dijk and Kanate a rest because it'll be those two that you presume will play against Chelsea and Arsenal. So that's what I do. I bring Robertson back in for the Norwich game at left back. I've got something I wanted to say about that after actually about Robertson and Gomez, but
Say the floor is yours.
yeah, no. I was just getting through the rest of the team as well that I go for. In terms of the midfield, I'd probably give Bobby Clark a start as well. And then Gravenberch, I think, would need another start as well, to be honest with you. And then I don't know another one. Who would I choose as another midfielder? Because they're quite short at the moment. Because Endo's gone to Asia Cup as well. So yeah, we're a bit short. And Szoboszlai will be back, won't he? But then who plays DM? I don't know. Whoever he plays in midfield should be enough to beat Norwich.
That's nice,
And
man.
then up front, Ben Doak's injured, isn't he? I'd go Elliot on the right, and then any of you. I'd put Gakpo down the middle maybe because I think he deserves more of a chance there because I feel like Gakpo's. I feel bad for Gakpo because I think Gakpo's a quality baller. I really like him. I've been a fan for him for a while, but I feel bad for him because he's not getting enough chances as in his favoured position. Like today he played on the right. Like, come on, bro. Like, he played on the right. Like, what do you expect him to do there? He's not a right winger. He'll never be a right winger. Like, come on. Let's be real. Like, he never gets a run of games, whereas Nunes gets enough chances in it. And Nunes has actually done okay recently. He did okay today, I thought. But Gakpo doesn't get enough chances for me. Like, that's what it is in his favourite position. He doesn't get a run of games, so I feel bad for him, to be honest. That's why I don't get onto him too much. So, so yeah, and whoever pick up your other attacker, it doesn't matter. But, like, yeah, that's what I'd go for the team. It would be heavily rotated for me, and then you've got the 2 games next week where you have to go full pelt. You've put your full team out. So yeah, that's what it is.
Not fair. So, what did you want to say about Robertson?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like you like Robertson. I love Robertson, man. Liverpool legend and everything
You
like that,
love
without
Robbo.
doubt. But if I'm being honest, Gomez shouldn't be dropped. And I've been getting onto Gomez. I got onto Gomez for years, to be honest with you. But Joe Gomez this season has been fantastic. Whether it's been at right back or left back, obviously more recently a left back since Simicast got injured. He's been exceptional, bro. Like recently he's been fantastic. And I'm like, this guy cannot be dropped at the moment. He can't be dropped. Literally, he's performing out of his skin. Defensively, he's been solid, bro. On the ball, he's been decent as well. Like, yeah, man, Robertson for me has to earn his place back. You can't just come into the team after being months out and Joe Gomez is performing brilliantly in your position and just expect to come back straight into the team, man. You have to earn your spot at the end of the day because I can't lie, Joe Gomez should not be dropped at the moment. So yeah, big up Joe
That's
Gomez, man.
a big up Casually as well. Big up Marshall for the raid. Casually FC. You know what I'm saying? Casually, wherever we may be, we are the famous CFC. Casually raided. Hey, shout out to Casually FC, man. Big up to Marshall, man. Everyone doing great work over there as well. And Danilo, this is an interesting question. He says, question. Do you think Nunes is starting to deserve more respect and credit?
Mm.
It's a good
Depends on what
question.
you want from him, really. It depends on what you expect and want from him. He's never gonna score you 20 or 30 goals a season, right? He's never gonna do that because he can't finish. In terms of in the league, he's on 10 goals in all comps. Could he maybe he could get to 20 in all comps this season, especially with the amount of competitions we're in. He could get 20 in all comps this season, maybe. But he'll never get that in the league or anything. So he's only on like 7 in the league. So like Nunes
Yeah, get like you could get like 15 in the league.
Nunes just has issues in terms of you still don't know what his favourite position is really, whether he's better off the left or down the middle. There's still people who debate that. I
Where do
personally
you
think
think he's best on the pitch?
I personally think he's better on the left.
Mm.
I don't know because it changes with him because there are some games where he'll ball out where he'll do all right on the left, but then there's some games where he'll do all right down the middle. Like the other day against Bournemouth, for example, first half he played on the left and he was crap. But second half, he went down the middle because Diaz went to the left and Jota went to the right, and he scored twice and did all right. So I don't really know, to be honest. I would say the left usually, but it can change sometimes with him. You don't know what you're going to get with Nunes. That's the problem at the end of the day. You don't know what you're going to get from him. You could get a Nunes that is so effective on the day that he's a nightmare for defenders, and he comes up, he gets good output, and he makes a great impact on the game for us. But then you could have a Nunes that and this has happened probably most of the time since he's been here that it's just so frustrating and it's just a hindrance to the team at the end of the day. So I think he deserves some respect because if you look at his stats are quite good actually, to be fair. They're not like embarrassing. That he is contributing a lot and especially recently, he's been getting quite a few GA recently in particular. But he needs to do more for me still. I'm still not convinced at all by him to be honest with you. So yeah.
Yes. And Beijing Pop says Nunes deserves more respect for his contributions. He might not be working for some fans, but he's working for Klopp.
You know what it is with him as well, in terms of I think why Klopp persists with playing him and persists with putting him in the team, whether it's on down the middle or on the left, is that we've got 5 attackers, but he's the only one actually with genuine blistering pace. So if you look at it, Salah has lost a lot of pace. Trust me, I watch Salah week in, week out. He's lost a lot of pace now. And that's only natural considering he's getting older. He's like 31 now. It's only natural. It's always going to happen. He's still a great player. He's still doing really well. But he's lost a lot of pace. Gakpo's not quick in terms of sprint speed. He's powerful when he runs with the ball, but he's not like fast, like proper fast. Jota's not that quick either. He's not that quick. Diaz has lost a lot of pace because of his injuries last season. So Nunes is actually the only one with genuine blistering pace in our attack. So that's why I think Klopp has to play him a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
So
You got to utilize that the pace and power league, like he fits the bill. Like he's going
look
for
at when
straight,
we
but
had,
he's up his.
because we used to have 2 of them at the end of the day, Mane and Salah, who were both blistering, man, in our pomp when we were so effective. Yeah, exactly, man. But Nunes is the only one that can actually shift like mad now. Like, yeah, that's what it is, really.
Well, that's absolutely fair. I just wanted to get to something that's kind of off topic, kind of not. Actually, big up, but actually, before I get to the off topic thing, staying off topic, to Gil, who says, I can't lie, I've no invested interest in United and Liverpool, just here for the vibes. Hey, appreciate you, man, showing support. And just a way to get to this, because we were talking about Rice earlier. Justin says Rice in any position is what his name says. He is just bland, but we'll do it in a pinch. I want to say this is to you, Ryan, and to everyone in the chat. Do we disrespect rice as a food? Because I think it's elite.
Rice.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm in love with it.
Rice is,
bro, my favorite food's curry, bro, and I have to have it with rice. I have to have it with rice.
See, your favorite dish contains rice.
I've grown up with rice, like, come on.
Yeah, my favorite dish contains rice, but it's the food rice, but is obviously different. Mine's curry goat and rice, yours is curry and rice. So it's kind of like, do we disrespect it? Like the things, because you can get
100%.
You can have curry and rice, you can have curry goat and rice, you can have chicken and rice. Like rice supplements a lot of rice is kind of like a false 9. You know what I'm saying? Like it brings out the best in the
food, man.
It brings out the best.
It makes the food better. It makes the food around it better, bro. I'm telling you,
100%. Like as
when
much
you have
as
a chicken curry, like my favorite's a chicken curry, man. I have
to
have it with rice in it because, I can have it with naan bread or something, but
it's not the same.
But no, it is. I have to have it with rice, bro. That's my favorite, bro. Like,
yeah, it's not the same. Like as much as you like chicken curry, take the rice away from it. That chicken curry is not the same. You know what I'm saying?
It's much better with rice. Much better.
This is what I'm saying. Basmati rice and peas. Yeah, man. Like rice is the food that goes best with most other foods. That supplements.
It's definitely one of them. It's definitely.
Is there another? I can't think of another that supplements as more. Maybe chips. That's it.
I prefer rice over chips.
No. But I'm saying maybe chips. That's probably
chips is a big one.
That supplements
definitely a big one.
Because you could put rice with pretty much anything. You could have rice with noodles. Could have rice with fish.
Bread?
Could have rice with bread. Because naan bread.
No, I'm talking about bread as an actual like food that goes.
Yeah, bread. Yeah, bread as well. Yeah. Bread is one of them. Yeah. 100%. Like. That's just because as Justice was saying that, I was like, yo, we are too disrespectful to the food rice. Because the food rice slaps. Because I guarantee most people, their top 3 dishes, one of those dishes contains rice.
Will contain rice.
Everyone name their 3 favorite dishes right now. Guarantee one contains rice. Like Ryan's favorite dish contains rice. My favorite dish contains rice. So like I guarantee that. I just thought, it's. Yeah, man, like Beijing pot rice is arguably the most popular starch over spuds. Hey, it's definitely debatable. It really is. But hey, we move anyway. Like Warrior J says, actually, before I get to that, switching to Manchester United, Sheik says, flawless thoughts on Martial getting injured again in capital letters. And also, I don't know if we talked about this, how Ten Hag wanted to banish him from training because of his fitness. I spoke about this at the start in regards to Martial getting injured again. No surprise. Should be moved on. Martial injured, water's wet, fire is hot, like usual steps. And in regards to Ten Hag wanting to banish him from training, that's just a breakdown of communication. Like, surely Martial and his people told the medical staff and Ten Hag that, I need surgery. So he's not. Why was he training when he's not up to speed? It's just a whole mess from all parties involved. Martial, his people, The medical staff at Manchester United, I'm sure they were involved in Ten Hag himself. That's an easy conversation. Hey, Gaffer, I'm not 100% fit. I need surgery. All right. Just typical, man. Just pure foolishness from Manchester United in our usual stuff, man. Eat some Egypt things. You know what I'm saying? Just tired. I'm legit tired right now, and I'm tired of Manchester United. Just always some bullshit all the time, all the fucking time. Hey, but there's over 60 of you lot in here right now. Continue to run up the likes. How many likes we on? 45 likes. Get us up to 50 likes. Have we had any new subscribers as well? Hit the subscribe button, man. I know some of you lot are new. If you joined over from the raid, appreciate it from Casually FC, but hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And if you are watching and don't have a YouTube account, get one. Because not only does it help the channel grow further, also you will get notified when we do indeed go live. So create a YouTube account. You got an email address. Create a YouTube account, man. What are we doing out here, people? We'll continue to get your questions in before we close out as well. Mizzy says, is Jota the most underrated? Is he the most underrated in the forward line, or is he certified, but only because his availability is a question and a concern? Floor is yours, fam.
Yeah, obviously he's a bit injury prone. He has had his fair share of knocks in the last few years, but there's no doubt. I think Jota's one of those where and the thing is, I've stopped wanting. I used to criticize Jota a lot for his link-up play and everything, and his lack of contribution, but other than scoring goals. I've kind of just accepted that now that I'm not going to get that from him, and it is literally just about goals for him. But there's no doubt that at least he scores goals in it. At least he scores that. If he gets a chance, he will probably take it. Do you get what I mean? I do think he is probably our best natural finisher at the club, and I say natural finisher. Even more than a Salah, to be honest with you. In the box, if one of them gets a chance, I'm backing Jota over Salah, and that doesn't mean Jota's a better player than Salah. Salah's a miles better player than Diogo Jota. I'm just saying as a natural finisher, I think Jota's better. But yeah, that's the thing. As long as Jota's scoring me goals, I'm happy with him, bro. It's only when he went a long time without scoring that I was getting sick of him, because obviously a lot of that was taken up by injuries as well. But even when he was playing, like I said, if he's not scoring, then he wasn't contributing a lot at the end of the day, because he's link up playing, hold up play isn't that great or anything. So yeah, man. But he is underrated in terms of his finishing and his goal scoring ability, which is important at the end of the day. It's massive that as well. So yeah, man. Big up Jota, man. But yeah, I understand why he probably doesn't get spoken about as much because of his injuries and stuff as well.
And so, because of his game. His game's not flashy.
Yeah, his game's not. It's not attractive
he's legit.
To watch or anything.
He's just extremely efficient and effective at his best, but it's not flashy. So people ain't gonna. You're not
you hardly notice him in the game when he's not.
Yeah, it's
you go a lot of the game and you hardly notice he's playing, but then he'll pop up with a goal. So yeah,
it's not like you've never been wow, did you see what Jota did? It's no, that's a quality finish, because we know he's an excellent finisher. But outside of that, but don't get me wrong, I think he's a very good player. I think he's a very good player. I've been a fan. And I think his record, when they said, I think he went, was it 18 games without a goal or something
he went a whole year without scoring. But obviously a lot of that was taken up by a couple of big injuries.
But he backed that up, and then did he not say, then they said he got 21 goals in 35 matches or something crazy like that. His return after that was nuts. I was geez, it was some crazy return.
When he scored his first goal.
Yeah.
Broke his duck. He has scored a lot since then, to be fair.
It was something like that.
I don't know if it's 21, but yeah.
It was something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but it was something 18 and 30. He hadn't scored in 31 games, and then the next day when he scored 18, it was kind of that.
Yeah, maybe that. I know he ended the season very well last season. So.
Yeah, and he's right foot, left foot as well. He's one of the best two-footed finishers.
He's actually very underrated in the air as well. His heading ability is really good because he's a small guy as well. He's not a big guy, but his heading ability is actually very underrated as well, actually.
Yeah, and shout out to Pell says, do you guys think anyone will actually pay Benz's wages? He'd have to take a wage cut, but I think with a wage cut, a team would pay his wages 110%. But 100%. I think it would have to be a hefty wage. Look at some of the jokers. Your club, Pels, because Pels, you're Chelsea, I think. Correct me if I correct you. I always forget you. I always can remember if you're Chelsea or Arsenal, but I think you're Chelsea. But look at some of the big wages your team plays. Look at some of the big wages my team plays. Same with Arsenal. Some of these jokers. You better pay Carabao Benzema. We out here got
Have you
Scott
seen Kai
McTominay
Havertz wage?
on big money, and Kai Havertz and Mudryk and all these guys. The fuck,
Mudryk.
like yo, yeah, pay Ben. So yeah, I think somebody would. What's the Salah news? I don't know. Thoughts on the Salah
I
news?
think it's
What's his
just the
talk
injury
about?
stuff. I think it's just the injury stuff. Like people are getting onto him way too much and are taking it like I feel like people are trying to force an agenda on this whole thing. Whereas no, just accept that he's genuinely injured at the end of the day. Like he's genuinely injured, and he just feels like his the best chance for him to get as fit as quickly as possible to still contribute for Egypt in this tournament in terms of a playing aspect, which is what he's there in the team for because he's a footballer and he shouldn't have to stay there just for moral support at the end of the day. Like you've got fans and everyone for that. He's a footballer whose job is to contribute on the pitch. So let him go away to get the best possible treatment to get back to that at the end of the day for you. Do you get what I mean? Like people are saying, "Oh, he's ditching the team when they most need him." Like, shut, man, in it. Like, genuinely, this is just agendas coming through. Like, he quite clearly feels like his best chance at getting as fit as possible is getting treatment from Liverpool, and the Egyptian Federation also signed off on that. So what's the problem here? Like, I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, you said
it's just people
agendas.
it's rival fans who have agendas on him. That's all it is, as far as I'm concerned. Like,
Yeah, facts, man. I'm one of those, man. I've been running that. You know, what I'm saying him not doing the business for Egypt, but we'll see. I'll say it if he makes it back. We'll see. Right, is Mount on 250k a week? If there's real links, we better pay Benz. Yeah, Sheik. We ain't sat. Just to clarify again, people, do I think Manchester United signed Karim Benzema? No. But like I've said before, Martin Luther King wasn't the only brother with a dream. So let me dream. I know I can dream that Karim Benzema, is at OT and at Manchester United player for 6 months. Then I can actually look forward to watching this. I'm like, right, we actually have a difference maker on the pitch. I can go, yeah, like he may produce something that wins us this game, and I'm not trying to move around in my chair so I don't fall asleep on watch alongs. I genuinely don't look forward to our games. I can't believe Mount's on 250k. What kind
that's
of
mad. That's mad.
that is crazy.
Can I ask you a
And he's
question? Random question, by the way,
hit
Flawless.
me.
So I was thinking
Yeah.
this earlier on. You know, when we were going through the competitions that we're in, if Liverpool were in the Champions League this season, where would you have us as like in the rankings of favourites to win it this season? Because I personally would have
Probably
us above
third.
Bayern Munich. I would
Yeah,
have us
third.
third. I would have
That's
us
third.
third.
Yeah. I think I'd have you behind City and Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, yeah.
And over 2 legs or 1 leg, you're definitely capable of beating either of those two, but I'd favour those
And I'd
two. But
even
yeah,
argue, Real Madrid for me would be like right up there. But
yeah.
in terms of I think we'd be more likely to beat City over 2 legs than we would Madrid. Like Madrid is just our bogey team. Like
They just got you
Madrid just
in
have
your
it over us. Do you get what I
they
mean?
just
Like
got you.
they've got us. They've got us, man. Like anywhere we play, we can play them at Anfield. We could play them at the Bernabeu. We could play them at their training ground. We could play them at any neutral venue. They've got us, bro.
They
Like
just got you. Yeah.
it's genuinely like bad in it. So like that's what it is.
So Andy says flawless. If City win the Champions League, they're one behind United. And if Liverpool win the league, they equal United. How does that make you feel? How do you think, Andy? I'll let you figure this one out. I'll let you figure that one out, my guy. Let you figure it out. To Cyrax, who says flawless. Do you think Idios actually rate Ten Hag? If they got any sense, no. Look at what he's done. If they got any sense, no, they wouldn't. However, I don't know who's in the Idios brand and bracket to say what they're like in regards to footballing people. The Omar Barada deal, yeah, that looks good. And there will be the United City show 7:30 p.m. technically today. So Yan City will be on that. So I'll be getting her thoughts on that plus more. But yeah, so do I think they rate him? No, if they got any sense. How can you rate this manager when you look at what he's done so far this season? Like, you can't. Plus, normally when there's takeovers, the people taking over want their own man in charge. So we'll see what's happening. Is it a 5-year contract? 200? Jesus, is this what we gave? Fucking. All right. Anyway, final few questions, people. We're closing out in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Keep your comments, questions, Manchester United or Liverpool related. There's a couple of things earlier as well that you lot wanted to ask as well. Tashiku mentioned, am I running pro clubs tonight? No, I'm tired. And obviously, I've got to be up for the League Gunner show as well. So, no, I'm not. And H.U.'s asking about the Sarcasm City B team. That's just there for if either the UK team or the US team runs through the playoffs. We got another team. That's all. So the playoffs, so we got more playoff games. Let's say the UK team, we run through our games in 3 days. Then we've got a whole 4 or 5 days left of playoffs and nothing to do. So we got the other team there to run it, just in case. And I'm gonna pattern the capture card, Eli. I'm gonna get it off Spoobs actually. When when the monetization process is done on the gaming channel, because it's currently in process now as we speak. That will be obviously you lot are just getting pro clubs at this moment in time, but you will get more gaming on there. So like more GTA, we're gonna add that in, but obviously with a capture card as well. I'm gonna sort out my PS3 and pattern that as well, which I can do with a capture card. I'm gonna run Fight Night Champion plus more as well. May even try run Def Jam Fight for New York, but I think that's PS2. But I don't know if I can get that on PS3. But if I can, I'm running that 100% without doubt, definitely. If United had gone through in the last Champions League group, would they have had City in the last 16? No, you can't draw. You can't draw. What's it called? You
You
can't
can't
draw
draw a
two
team
from
from
the
your
same
same
country
country in the last
in around the
16.
16 is quarterfinal. Will you bring back Caremo, bro? It was fun watching you hold 5 versus the likes of Burnley and that. I'll bring it back, Sheik, when you run career mode on your channel. There we go. That's what I do. When you run it on Sheik TV, I run career mode on the gaming channel. Made you lot the joke, man. Yo, career mode was so tough, man. Jesus. And the difference between legendary and world class outrageous. Like, yo, you need a middle ground. But here we are. Here we are. Yeah, man, Sheik. Got you. Got you. But yeah, I ain't looking to bring that back and get packed. Like, nah, that shit was tough, man. Fuck all that. Yeah, man, that goal I can see that against Burnley, it was ridiculous bouncing around in the box. I was just like, the game's against me. I was like, let me just stick to clubs. Forget this career mode thing. No, it's no content creators do career mode. Seen Saeed actually bring it back. He brought it back recently, but it's not the one. Gotta do it for the people, my bro. Like I said, Cheek, when you do it, I'll do it. There we go. You can do it for the people too. I'm sure the people will be there. I'm sure of it. Yeah, Saeed conceded like 120 goals in the season. Is now I get why that actually is because the computer is literally impossible to tackle. Pretty much, it's an absolute nightmare. But yeah, Ryan. Obviously, you lot play Norwich, and who's the league game midweek for you lot? Because there is midweek Premier
Chelsea.
League fixtures. Chelsea. All
at
right, chat
Anfield.
to us.
Yeah.
Confident, not confident? Has it got draw written all over it?
No, I think we'll win this time. I genuinely think we'll win this time.
Okay, go on. Why?
We're at home. We're on a really good run of form. Confidence is high with us. Gameplay is back from injury as well. Trent will be back for that game, for example. So yeah, man, I'm confident, man. Chelsea, Poch, they don't worry me really. I'll be real with you. Like I don't like when they had Tuchel, yeah, when they had Tuchel, even though we a lot of the time we were better than Chelsea, Tuchel could still set up in a way during a game where you could tactically do something. Do you get me? Poch ain't really got that. So yeah, man. At home, I'm not really too worried to be honest. I think we'll beat that day to be honest with you. So yeah. I don't think we'll bat them or anything. Like it'll be, I think we'll win like a 2-0 or something like that. But yeah, I think we'll win.
First. No, I hear you. Hey, big up to Gil now. Says flawless. I'm from Bolton. You know that? No. How would I know that, Gil? No. To Gil, how would I know you're from Bolton if you don't tell me? If you hadn't told me you're from Bolton, but big up, man. That's down the road. So big up to everyone locked in, man. Wherever you are in the world, man. Real ones. Big up. So whether you're Bolton, whether you're somewhere like close like that, or whether you know what I'm saying, you're in a completely different country, or that being said, you might be on a completely different continent, wherever the case may be. But yeah, I had no idea. But big up to you, man. It's good to know that we've reached Bolton, man, because it's down the road. Do you think Van Dijk is the best in the world again? The question for you, right?
I think he is. I think he is, man. I think he's performing at a level that he's definitely performing at his highest level since he got the injury. He'll never get back to the level he was pre-injury because that level was just insane, an insane level. But he's definitely, for me, he's definitely been the best in the league without doubt. The world, I haven't watched too much football this season outside of the Prem, outside of England, but I've seen quite, I've still seen like some. I think Rudiger's been quite good for Madrid as well. I think he's been good for Madrid, Rudiger. But other than that, I personally think Van Dijk's been the best. That might be a bit of bias as well, but yeah, I'd say he's been the best for me. So I think he's regained that title. I think he's definitely been the best in the league without doubt. Like I'm fully convinced on that. So yeah, man, I'm happy for him, man. I think I wanted to shout him out actually because I think I just need to see that him lift a trophy as captain next month at the end of the day. He's got his chance too. I think I've got to shout him out massively as well. He deserves huge credit because his first year as captain, and so far he's passing it with flying colours, man. He's been exceptional, man, both as a player and as a leader as well. Um, so yeah, man, got to shout him out. He's been brilliant, especially after he had a poor season last season, and I know people like to, and I was arguing with people as I remember I think I was arguing with Ahmed once as well. He's about whether he was finished or not. I stood by him, man, and look, he's doing the business this season, Virgil, man, and I said this, I was saying this the other day to someone, I forgot who. Virgil van Dijk is and has been under Klopp, in my opinion, our most important and player at the club in terms of his influence on the team. And I summed it up by this: like, since Virgil van Dijk joined the football club, when he's had a season where he's been fit, available, and on form, we've always competed for the biggest trophies and won trophies. So like, okay, fine. So he joined in that January of 2018 it was,
Mm.
and we went from just a top four team to a team that went to a Champions League final at the end of the day. So the impact he had there was big, even though we didn't win anything. He got us to a Champions League final, which no one really expected. Then the next season, he's has a probably the best season I've seen from a centre back, and we win the Champions League. Then he has a brilliant season again, and we win the Premier League. Then the next season, he got injured, obviously, so missed the whole season, and we had a terrible season. Next season, he comes back, is fit for the whole season, has a very good season, and we almost win a quadruple. We win two trophies. Last season, he obviously played, but he was poor, and look how bad we were. And this season, he's playing, and he's been brilliant, and look how well we're doing. So that's why I say he's our most influential player at the club under Klopp. And and people might say an Allison or a Salah, but Allison had a great season last season and we were still poor. Do you get what I mean? Salah has had good seasons for us, like the COVID season where Salah scored like 30 goals in all comps for us, but we were still crap that season. But whenever Van Dijk's had a great season for us, we've always done sick. We've always played really well. So that's why I say Van Dijk is our most important player, in my opinion.
That's fair.
So.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's nothing against Allison and Salah. They're unbelievable players as well. But I just think Van Dijk is the most important, in my opinion.
Okay. It's definitely a valid argument. Yeah, so it is definitely a valid argument. You make a compelling case because of how good he's been for you lot when he's been at his best. I hear you. And to Gil, just to clarify, yeah, I know where Bolton is. For those that don't know, I'm Manc born and bred. So I live in Manchester, from Manchester. So yeah, I'm fully aware of where Bolton is. Sacramento, baby, Sarcasm City continent out here. We out here, man. We out here. Worldwide. So you think obviously you beat Norwich, think you beat Chelsea. All right, okay, first. And obviously with midweek fixtures as well, people, I will be moving around the shows. So even though you normally get this show every Tuesday, midnight, but because of the Liverpool Fulham game, that's why you got this Wednesday night. And just looking at the fixtures, you'll probably get the Liverpool Chelsea. I'm not sure when. I'll have to have a look. I'm not sure when. But you will, people. I'll figure that out over this weekend in regards to when you get that game, because Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs all play on the Wednesday. So I might even just do United, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool show. Might just get all four shows rolled into one, people. But anyways, we are gonna close out. Ryan, anything you want to add before we close out?
No, I think I've said everything that I needed to say. To be honest with you, yeah, I
You
think
want to
that's
say top of
everything.
the league? You know what I'm saying? Quads on.
Yeah, man,
Klopp's
club's on in
mighty
it.
Reds.
Big up the top of the league Reds. Big up the Carabao Cup finalist Reds. Big up the quadruple chasing Reds. All that stuff, man.
Yeah, sure. Hey, let me know in the chat who's live people as well, because we're gonna raid somebody. And presumably in someone's live. So if someone's live, let me know. If not, I'm just gonna send you lot to the Manchester
Yeah, I
United,
need to
Manchester
dip though,
City show.
man. But
Yeah, bless
big
up
up you,
every
man.
single time, Ryan. Yeah, love every
Yeah,
single
big
time.
up,
I'm gonna
man.
close
Take
out now
care.
anyway, but big up, man, every single time. Shout out to Ryan. Yeah, love, little bro, every single time. Don't forget though, people, this show and all the other shows on the channel are available on audio only platforms, people. Hopefully, my shit's moving a bit dodgy, but you lot can still hear me. I don't know why. Actually, I know exactly why. 1 second. Right, hold up. That should have picked it up. Hopefully it's good anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, people, this show, all the other shows on the YouTube channel are available on audio only platforms, people. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast, wherever you listen to music, you can find all of the shows that are on the YouTube channel apart from watch alongs. So Spotify, make sure you follow us in 5-star or Sarcasm City TV. Yeah, 5 stars. Give us that 5-star rating on Spotify, people. iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Make sure as well you hit us with the subscribe, but not even a subscribe. 5 stars on there and leave us a review. All you iPhone users, man, this helps. We're trying to get to them audio brands. We're trying to get, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to push the audio as the Sarcasm City TV audio, man, so we can make big moves in the audio spaces as well, because we're more than a YouTube channel. Podcasting. That's why we're in these podcasting platforms. So yeah, Spotify, follow us, Sarcasm City TV, iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you 5-star leave us a review. SoundCloud as well, hit us with the follow. Big up to all the audio listeners. We are back today, people. What we got coming up today? What do we have coming up today? 7:30 p.m. UK time. Another Man United crossover. So Man United, Gyaldem City. That's the Manchester United, Manchester City show. So myself and Yan City talking both Manchester clubs. That'll be 7:30 p.m. UK time right here. And then following that, midnight UK time, people. Midnight UK time. The Man United gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast. So myself, TJ Warren, and we're going to have a new regular host on that show as well, who's been on the channel before, been on that show before. But hey, man, it's January. We got to make these signings in January, man. Sarcasm City TV, trying to make a couple. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make these moves in January as well. Big up to Will in the cut also. I would run clubs, but I'm tired, so I need to get some rest. That's what I'm going to do. Right, they both still alive, Mons and Hassan. All right, I'll raid Big Sixpence. Send you lot to Mons' channel. That's what I do. Surprised they still live, Big Sixpence, actually. But shout out my guy Mons every single time. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's see. Yeah, he's still live. Actually, now Rhino's live, so we'll raid Rhino, actually. Rhino, my done Rhino's live. Because how long's he been live? Since 11:30. Yeah. We'll raid my done Rhino. Raid my done Rhino. That's what we'll do. Let's see what else you are saying. Hey, big up Will in the cut as well. Here we go, confirmed. Yes, the here we go is confirmed. Deal signed, everything done. You know what I'm saying? Everything done. So new signing to Sarcasm City TV. Sarcasm City making more signings than United this window. More signings than the whole of the Prem. Yeah, man, 100%. So that'll be tomorrow. Might even be 2, but definitely one. One's confirmed. But anyways, speaking of Rhino, you look dinnered flawless. I am tired. I am tired. My barber's on holiday, so that makes me look even more tired. That's why the bed's so long. Barber's on holiday. Even tell me. I'm saying just dipped. I've told him this before. This is the crazy part. Man will just go Jamaica and just not tell me. And I'm like, tell me before you go in so that I can come get the trim 2 days before you go. Man just dips. I'm saying it's typical Jamaican, and then he'll just roll back like it's nothing. And he's done this before. This is like the third time man has done this. So this is a regular occurrence. Maybe it's me in it. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have struggles with barbers? Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to change. It is what it is. It's heartbreaking. But we move. But yeah, anyways, love to everyone that's locked in. No, hey, Sheik, you're doing too much. Anyways, we're gonna redirect to Rhino, but love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Manchester United Liverpool show, Man United podcast. Analysis at for your podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And put Sarcasm City Raid in capital letters in Rhino's chat.